Hey Aries, I'm here to do your reading for the middle of May, and let's see what's coming up. And my little buddy Chippy came in to get his cookie and take a nap. He always likes to help with readings. So we're going to start right off. I've already pulled your spread, tuned into you of course, and first card up is the Unicorn. You are a rare gem, Aries, you are. And this is all about using your intuition, maybe thinking outside the box for something that you're going to do. And wait till I get to the regular tarot cards here, because you're going to love this reading. Okay, I'm excited about this for you. So we've also got the Cobweb. This is in the crossing position, and this is all about you having protection, like protection from the universe, from your angels, from your guides. There you go. Lots of protection around you at this time from any kind of negative forces, okay? Now, you've got a lot of peace and harmony coming in. Here's the wind chimes card, and this is all in your energy at this time, Aries. Now look at this. We've got the month of July right next to the success card. So look what's coming up in your future, Aries. 2 more months. So we're looking at middle of May, June, July, and here you go, success right on the heels of that, because these cards always, complement each other. So you're coming into a more peaceful, successful time, especially in the month of July. And we're going to dig into this success and see what else is coming up, okay? So the first thing we got here is the Magician next to the reversed Tower. Both of these cards really wanted to come up at the same time in the significant position for you, Aries. Really important to know that you are in charge of this. You are in charge of what's going on. And this Tower reversed means that it's over with, okay? So I feel like you have either maneuvered your way around that Tower, okay? You may have prevented it with your manifesting skills, with your abilities, using all of your tools, okay? And I do mean your mental tools, your physical tools, your financial tools to navigate around whatever this tower was. And the tower can represent any kind of foundation that crumbles. It can be physical foundation, which it usually represents that, but it can also represent a mental foundation or an emotional foundation, a relationship, things like that. So this is you manifesting from this tower, if it's happened, or avoiding it altogether, okay? And it goes right along with you thinking outside the box, manifesting, okay? See how all this is fitting together for you right off the bat here, Aries, and it gets better from here, so hang in here, okay? This is so cool. By the way, if you haven't subscribed, please do, and make a comment, because it does help me tune into you more as the readings go on. Just it adds your energy to the reading. Okay, so here we go. We have got the Four of Wands in the crossing position. This is in your conflict position. Now, this is all about usually a marriage. Four of Wands can be a marriage or putting down roots of some sort, celebration, happiness, but it's in the conflict position. And it kind of aligns a little bit with this negative energies, being protected from negative energies. In some ways, I think you're protecting a marriage is what I get with this. I feel like you're protecting your territory, your home, your marriage, things like that, things you love, people you love. And I think it might be conflict at this time. Maybe you feel like you have to, amplify your protection or something. Maybe you're getting a security system. I'm not sure. We'll find out. I'm going to clarify these and get you more details like I always do. But there's something there about feeling like there's something there you need to guard. Maybe you're getting a guard dog, maybe you're getting, like I said, security cameras, or joined a neighborhood watch or something like that, just to protect home and family and marriage, okay? That's what I'm picking up on. So we'll see. We'll clarify it and see in a second. So right here in your energy, Aries, this is so good. You got the Wheel of Fortune right in your energy right now, okay? Wheel of Fortune. It's pretty self-explanatory, but this is, the wheel turning in your favor. This is luck. This is good luck for you, good fortune. Things may not have been so good. Maybe you were down on your luck and now it's turned in your favor. And this is just radiating above your whole energy at this time, Aries. Further down, we have got the Sun card. Okay, so these are like super good cards in the deck, and especially next to the Four of Wands, when I look at this, no wonder you're protecting this, you know? This is good stuff. The Sun and the Wheel of Fortune in your energy, Aries. Hello. It doesn't get much better than that. This is like totally amazing. You know, the Sun is happiness, and anything happy you can think of goes with the Sun card. And, you know, of course, the Good Fortune card. Awesome. Some of you may be getting a new car. Sometimes the wheel can literally represent wheels, you know? So when we go over here, this feeling that you may have had of being isolated is going into the past. Past influences on the Hermit, okay? And coming up, I feel like there's some things here that are changing for you, Aries. In your immediate future, you may be saying goodbye to something. It might be a job. You might be saying goodbye to this Eight of Pentacles next to this Eight of Cups, okay? So there's something here where you might be saying goodbye to a job, or you're saying goodbye to a job and taking a new job that's more in alignment with your heart and soul, the passion of the Eight of Pentacles, okay? Right next to that, we've got Queen of Swords. So either the Queen of Swords ran you off from the job, you know, or you just didn't want to deal with her anymore. Or maybe you became the Queen of Swords and you're like, I'm not going to deal with this anymore. I'm saying goodbye. I'm going to go get a different job or start my own job. You know, start my own self-employment or business or corporation or whatever, website, something, you know, something that's in line with your passion. This is the card of logic and mental activity and guarding yourself. I said that earlier. I think some of you are guarding your family and your home at this time. And it may be you're guarding it financially because you had to make some sort of a change with business, you know, shown in this Eight of Pentacles card. We'll clarify. We'll see where that goes, but those definitely are fitting together there. Now, your final outcome, look at this, 10 of Cups. It just doesn't get much better than this. We've got 4 of Wands, 10 of Cups, 2 happy marriage cards, happy home, happy family, children, you know, as you can see on this card. This is like all the good things that people want, you know, and this is your final outcome in this reading. What you don't see coming is maybe some sort of a power struggle in some way. We'll see where this is coming in. This is a small part of this whole reading because, you know, we're seeing in the month of July, peace. Here's the July card. In the month of July, peace and harmony and success. In the month of July coming up. And yeah, it's right here. It's all here. Peace, happiness, family, marriage, good luck. These are really good. Happy home. You know, it's repeating through all these cards. So, okay, so let's clarify. Let's see what else is coming up. Let me use these. All right, let's clarify the Magician and the Reverse Tower first for you, Aries, okay? Magician and the Reverse Tower. Yeah, so you may have gone through a period of time with the Seven of Cups where things just weren't clear. You weren't sure which way to go. I think that's some of trying to avoid the Tower, trying to avoid things from falling apart. Trying to think your way through and use your tools and manifest your way through it. Look at this. Here's another marriage card. Here's the Hierophant. 3 marriage cards here, Aries. Wow. There may have been something here where you felt like the bottom was about to fall out, but it doesn't. Or maybe you feel like it is right now, but it doesn't, because I'm getting the marriage along with the Reverse Tower. And the Reverse Tower says it didn't happen, or if it did, it's not going to be as bad as you thought. But there's something about your beliefs, dedication, commitment, marriage. This is often a marriage card, you know, right next to the Reverse Tower. And it's almost like your beliefs, you know, your connection to higher power may have averted that tower for you, you know, helped you navigate your way around it, or even save a marriage. Let's see what else it says about that. because there's a lot of happy marriage cards here for sure. Yeah, it gave you new opportunities. So there's something about new opportunities here for you, Aries. I feel like you manifested 2 new opportunities, like you had one and then you took another. Let me ask one more time, what's the reversed Tower about? Here it is again, the reversed Tower. That's exactly what they mean. They're repeating. How funny. It wasn't as bad as you thought it was going to be, or it's not going to be, because this is in the significant position. I want to say higher power is watching out for you. Your angels are watching out for you. For some of you, your faith will get you through this. You know, with the Hierophant, definitely a beliefs and faith, dedication kind of card. But it's reversed. Tower's reversed. You know, Tower reversed is not a bad thing. It may be just enough to nudge you forward onto a new path, though. It may be enough of a tower to be like, oh, I think I'll take a different path around that. Okay? So it's causing you a lot of good stuff. I think that's the other reason it's showing up upside down. So let's ask, why is the Four of Wands, which again is a marriage or house or both card, showing up in the conflict position at this time? Something may be feeling like a little bit of a trap, something you want to kind of get out of. But then it turns out really happy. This is turning around, Aries. Whatever the situation is, it is so turning around. So it goes from 8 of Swords to 10 of Cups. So some of you may be having, you know, right here in the middle of May. So I'm looking at the middle of May, right? So some of you might, I don't know, maybe you'll have an argument and you'll think it's worse than it is. You know, there's a lot of planetary influences right now that are amplifying things, bringing up stuff from the past and, you know, all kinds of stuff like that. So I would just say, try to downplay things if you can. Try to quench the fire on arguments and things like that. And I would say avoid as much as you can, not having things get out of control, because this tower, you don't want to have a tower and it's reversed. So it's whatever it is that comes up is not going to be to the level you think it might go. All right. So you might think it's going to end your marriage, but then the 10 of Cups comes up twice. We've got 10 of Cups. Where'd it go? It's over here too. Here it is. 10 of Cups. The happiness, happy home, happy family, happy marriage card twice here. Okay. So there it is. Let's clarify the sun. The sun is like in your aura right now, Aries, like super happy. Now, the other way I could read this with the tower is another marriage fell apart, another one started. You know, maybe you, you know, ended one marriage, you know, divorced and started another. I mean, that could be the story, you know, for some of you, but I think for more of you, it's the same, and it's just going through a progression of emotions at this time. Just a little bit of high emotion, a little hiccup, and then boom, it's all good, you know? Yeah, here's the Knight of Pentacles. Lots of dedication. We saw the dedication with the Hierophant earlier too. So yeah, and progress towards your happiness. And all of this progress you're making is bringing you into this 10 of Cups and Sun energy. Okay? And commitment. I feel a lot of commitment from this Knight of Pentacles. And also, you might be really happy, you know, with your family or where you're living, because you may be going in towards nature. You know, the Knight of Pentacles loves nature, loves animals. He's known as the bee healer. And it may be, Aries, that you're going, you know, you're super happy because you and your family are going somewhere into nature soon. Maybe you're going camping. Maybe you bought a place that's in a forest. I don't know. Maybe you're staying in a cabin. You know, there's something here where you're around nature, trees, animals, plants, butterflies. You know, I'm seeing this beautiful scene. Redwood forest. Whew, I heard that. I heard somebody say that when they watched this video. They're saying, it's the Redwood Forest. That's where we're taking our kids on vacation. You know, somebody's going there. I heard that loud and clear. Please comment if that's you, because I can't wait to hear. So somebody is curious about your marriage or your new marriage. Somebody's kind of spying on you, Aries. We get this a lot for you, don't we? Little Page of Swords. Yeah, with a little negative energy. Yeah, there you go. There's a hiccup. So who's that go to? It goes to somebody who thinks you owe them money. Here's 5 of Pentacles, or somebody who thinks you left them high and dry. I don't know, there's something, a little negative energy about money with this Page of Swords. And somebody's like, hey, I see Aries over there getting their Wheel of Fortune. I, wonder if they'd like loan me a little, right? There's something like that. Somebody's just being nosy. Somebody's being nosy. For some of you, it's an ex, the obvious, but for some of you, it's a neighbor. Like the neighbor's like, whoa, Aries got a new car with this Wheel of Fortune, or Aries like just, added on to their house or bought a new house. I don't know. There's something there where somebody's like being nosy, mostly just being nosy. I don't see that it's a big deal. But it did show up here about being protected from negative forces with this Cobweb card. So there it is, the 5 of Swords. Wise Hermit going into the past. The Hermit. Okay. The Hermit is... Okay, we got 3 cards here. The Hermit is going into the past. This is the card of feeling isolated, or maybe just choosing to be by yourself. But now it's like there's more money. You have more ability to do things. We've got Queen of Pentacles, and we have got the 6 of Pentacles. So there's some kind of gift of money. And it also came out with the Moon card. So we've got Pisces and Virgo here. I don't know if you're dealing with one of them potentially with these cards. But these are going into the past. Okay, so you're not feeling alone anymore because some money has come in. Yeah, that's exactly what it is. And there's something was hidden. There were secrets or some kind of deception that made you pull back and become the Hermit for a while, Aries. Yeah, because here's the Queen of Swords too. Yeah, Queen of Swords totally does that. It's like, nope. Putting a big bubble around myself, and if you come through, I've got my sword. That's her. Okay, and she's over here like in your hopes and fears kind of position, okay? So let's see what you're walking away from. There's walking away and maybe starting a new career. A lot of success coming in July with that. I know I'm looking into May, but they're saying, yeah, it's going to go into July, this part. So let's see, what are you saying goodbye to? Always so fun to read for you, Aries. I love you guys. We've got Ace of Swords. So you're saying goodbye because you're starting something new. Endings, new beginnings, cutting things out that don't work. Swordsy cards, okay? Thinking your way through. The swords are mental energy as well. And this one came up on the bottom of the deck. Can you see it? King of Wands. This is you, Aries. And you're being very focused on career, okay? Which showed up right here. So endings and new beginnings here, Aries, definitely from cutting something out that didn't work, okay? So what's this little bit of tension that we see? Where's that coming from? Jealousy, okay? Somebody's jealous of your sun, of your happiness. There is jealousy. Somebody's creating tension over your success and happiness, Aries. Let's see. Like a power struggle. Here's another new car card. I wonder if somebody's literally jealous because you got a different car or a new car. I mean, the Chariot and the Wheel came up. Could also be tension about a trip and also your success. I mean, that's the obvious one, your success. Yeah, here it is again. But the tension's going to lift. So the 2 of Swords, goes reversed. So you're getting a release from that. It's not going to last long. All right. So Aries, let's go over to this deck and let's see what else you need to know. Just anything else that Aries needs to know. Aries, anything else you need to know? If you guys haven't subscribed, please do. It helps me pick up on your energy, and if you comment, it helps even more. Just add your energy to the mix. What does Aries need to know? Wow, you need to know you're winning. Look at this victory card. That's what you need to know. So even if there's a little tension and a little bit of that tower thing that we saw in the beginning, the rest of it is all systems are go. Yeah, and here it is. Here is the Hermit reversed. Like you're being released from isolation. And here's the Temperance card reversed. So there's winning for sure, but I feel like for some of you, there's something about a blocked energy or an upside down Sagittarius with this Temperance card. And what I mean by upside down Sagittarius, I mean they're not acting as the best Sagittarius. They're not acting as the fun-loving, intuitive Sag. They're acting as the warrior Sag. Want to stab you in the back. That's what I mean. Yeah, we've seen her before, Aries. So here she is, Queen of Cups reversed, Temperance reversed. Very blocked, dysfunctional kind of energy here with this Sagittarius. And again, I hate to throw my own under the bus, but you know, an upside down Sagittarius is a force to be reckoned with. There's somebody just as fiery as you are, Aries. So, you know, when the Queen of Cups is reversed, and especially Sagittarius blocked, this can be a scorned woman. This can be somebody who's angry and clinging, holding on to you, doesn't want to let go. Vengeance. I get vengeance. And I get, for a smaller number of people, maybe substance abuse of some sort that is influencing this. The cups sometimes drink too much. Okay, so it can be that sort of thing. Let's see what else. What else about this? Why is that showing up? Because you're winning. That's who's jealous. That right there is the ex that's jealous and won't let go and has no interest in letting go. Just wants to make your life miserable if he or she can. Mostly she. Yeah, this is somebody you walked away from with the Eight of Cups. Okay. This is who's jealous of the new car, the new marriage, the new home, all that stuff. And it's somebody sneaky. Here's Seven of Swords. Somebody sneaking around, watching you, doing sneaky things. And yeah, really jealous of your Ten of Pentacles. This is somebody that wanted that with you, but I think you saw them as too crazy to be that for you. Okay? And I'm not saying this applies to every Sagittarius or every Aries for that matter, but here she is. There she is, right there in the cards. It's not everybody's story, but it's definitely somebody's. Somebody younger, may have been somebody you met through a class or school, somebody that wanted to borrow money, somebody in the process of learning, somebody younger, a student maybe. And I do mean college student, adult student. Okay, so anything else? Final words for Aries. Well, this one wanted to pop out, stick to my hand. Yeah, King of Cups. So this Sagittarius saw some of you Aries as this very emotionally in tune, warm, almost like a father figure, You know, remember that song Father Figure, George Michael, like years ago? I feel like this page saw some of you as her father figure. This could be the Sagittarius I'm looking at here. Okay, now it's not going to be Sagittarius for everybody, but I know it is for a lot of you. I don't know why that is, but I read the comments, and there's been a lot of, you know, verification of that. Not verification, but what am I trying to say? Like, people weighing in on it, you know? Yeah, and there was an ending and a new beginning. So you ended things with this page, and you moved on to a new beginning. And yes, scorned woman. That's exactly what's happening here. Okay, so anything else? That energy just had to like hijack your reading right here at the tail end, Aries. So you are moving super fast toward your goals, toward your winning, okay? And you are getting there. And I would really keep your eye on July. This is going to be your month. I know I'm reading for May, but here in May, they're telling you July is going to be full of success for you. Okay. So there you go, Aries. Thanks for being here today, and I'll see you guys again soon. Have a good one.